It's Jack from B&T MacFarlane. Today we're going to go over how to properly use your front end loader on your tractor. I know with an amazing day today, I think it's about 15 degrees. A lot of you guys are going to be picking up your brand new tractors or putting on your loaders from winter operation. So a lot of you guys are going to need to brush up on skills, or if you've never operated a tractor like this before, there's definitely some key safety things you should learn and should go over before you actually go in and start using your tractor. So let's get into it. So the safety on the tractor, it starts right up here in the operator's platform. These tractors, all of them are equipped with a roll bar. So the roll bar, in the event of a rollover situation, it will support the entire weight of the tractor and prevent you from getting crushed on the operator's platform. On top of that too, there is also a seat belt. So at any time you're using this tractor, whether that just be for driving around your property or doing any kind of task, it's very strongly recommended that you wear your seatbelt at all times, because rollover incidents and incidents on tractors in general, they happen very, very quickly and unexpectedly. So this is a pretty common setup that you're going to see yourself in, carrying your implements around using your tractor. So a lot of people, they get a set of pallet forks for the front of their tractor. These ones, they are quick attach style. So looking at your loader, there's a couple different cylinders that you want to be mindful of and kind of know what each one does. So back here on the actual loader frame, you're going to have your lift arm cylinder, and then down there you're going to have your bucket cylinder. So when you're using your front end loader to pick something up, the kind of series of operations you want to do is you want to use the bucket cylinder first, because that cylinder is going to have a lot more picking up force in order to lift whatever you're trying to do up off the ground. And then once you get it up off the ground with the bucket cylinder, you then can use the lift arm cylinder in order to lift it up even further off the ground. That's another big thing too when you're using your tractor, is you want to keep this load as low as possible to the ground. These tractors, I know a lot of people, they get them as toys, but at the end of the day, they are a tool, and they're a really powerful tool. So this tractor here, it is a B2601. The loader is going to have capabilities of lifting at about 950 pounds to 6.5 feet in the air. I would never recommend carrying 950 pounds at 6.5 feet up in the air. It would be pretty foolish, and you'd put yourself in a pretty dangerous position. When you're carrying that kind of weight, you want to be on low range in your tractor, so you're going as slow as possible, and you want that load as low to the ground as possible, because these tractors, they have a pretty narrow width on them for the actual weight that you're going to be able to lift with them. So keeping that load as low to the ground is going to ensure that you're as stable as possible. And if you're working on any kind of slopes too, you can also get rear wheel spacer kits for the back, and that's just going to add a little bit more stability to your tractor. Anytime that you're going to be using the front end loader on your tractor, you will need some sort of rear ballast. So right now this tractor, it does have a backhoe on it. That's a perfect amount of rear ballast for it. You can also put a ballast box on the back, so that's going to be a weight box that hangs off of the 3-point hitch. Or you can use filled tires or wheel weights. And the theory there is that the front of your tractor, that's where the loader is going to be lifting from. So if you have, say, 500 pounds you're trying to lift on the front and you have no weight back here, you can put the tractor in a position where the back tires will actually start to raise, and that puts yourself in a pretty dangerous position. You're not going to be able to have any control of your tractor, and hopefully you don't tip right over the front. So some kind of rear ballast back here, definitely a must-have when you're using your loader. So right now it might be hard to see, but I've actually put the tractor in a position where the front tires are off the ground, so you can see them spinning freely right there. So the loader on these tractors, they're actually strong enough in order to pick your tractor up off the ground. So if you're doing any kind of grading work and you, for whatever reason, don't put it in that float mode and you pick the front tires up off the ground, you want to be really mindful of what you're doing and where you're going, because when your tires are up in the air like that, you're actually going to have no control to steer your tractor, and you might try and turn at the last second, but your front tires might be off the ground, so you're just going to keep on going straight into whatever you're going into. So the audio seems to have cut out there. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and if you need help with parts, sales, or service, give us a call at 613-225-0555. Thank you.